I'm live. Good morning, family. Happy Thursday. Um, Today is day 6 of our gratitude practice. Welcome to day 6. So to start, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, go down there and give me that thumbs up. And if you want to take it a step further, make it a little sweeter, leave me some comments down in the comment section. Share this video, invite folks to share in this practice. Also, let me know how y'all are doing with your practice. How's it coming along for you? Is it easy to do? Have you seen any of your wish lists um, come about yet? Let me know how it's going. So, without further ado, we'll jump in. I think the next thing that I want to do, make habit of doing, is sharing a few of my gratitudes. And if you want to share even one or two or three of your gratitudes down in the comment section, I would love to see that. All right, where am I? Did them, y'all. I swear I did them. Here we go. I did write it down. I should start putting asterisks next to the ones that I want to share so that I'm not like spending all day looking for them for y'all. Because I don't want to share all of them and I don't have to. So that one. I'm very grateful for the intelligence called math because it is a powerful and universal language. Um, Math is something that I deal with a lot in my life. I deal with it in design and doing fashion, from marketing to the actual design process. I deal with mathematics in the consulting work that I do. I deal with it in my work as an accountant, bookkeeper. I deal with math everywhere. And I'm fascinated by it and have grown to really love math. And I see it in my daughter. Um, Math is dope, y'all. But especially as I kind of get back into some other arts, if you will, especially related to mathematics, like gematria, things that without me going too far into stuff. I need to do a non gratitude practice video because I've taken a lot of notes even in the process of doing this, and I should definitely share some insights outside of here. But math is dope, y'all. It's a universal language, and numbers speak to us in so many ways. Like folks are, especially people who maybe see the same time on the clock, every day or for a certain period of time. That's math speaking to us, right? And in so many other ways. And then for me, of course, because I do actual work with numbers in bookkeeping and accounting. I see the same numbers and I'll start to see patterns and repetitions around that. And then, clocks and things like that. But I love math. I love math. So it's one of my gratitudes for today. And I've last night I watched a movie. We watched Onward. It's a new Disney Pixar movie. Very, very interesting, which reminds me of another gratitude that I wanted to share, which was I am super thankful for my legs because they help me to travel. Like everywhere you want to go, you use your legs, right? But in the movie, um, they deal with the same concept of travel and really highlight very obviously legs to communicate that particular message of travel, but also thinking of travel in more than one way, more than just physically. There are multiple ways that we travel. Spirit is able to travel in certain ways. Through our dreams, we travel. Um, we travel mentally when we sit down to daydream. travel. So important. We get on the plane to travel, and we miss getting on planes to travel right now. And thankful for that, even that thought right now. And I had thought to myself originally, I was like, well, I'm going to make it a point to kind of highlight things that I'm grateful for that have been made a restriction right now. And I suppose it's not happening that way organically, and perhaps not intended to, because like energy grows where attention flows, which is really my sort of motto in all of this. And so perhaps the focus doesn't need to be there; it just simply needs to be authentically on gratitude, not observing gratitude for this particular lack, and now we want to fill it. So because that's the other thing with so many things. I'm listening to a book right now called The Illusion of Money: Why Chasing Money is basically why you ain't getting no money because you're busy chasing it. And I've heard similar conversation like this before, around this idea that money is like a woman that you basically kind of have to impress, right? Um, um, and even when you look at astrology, there are certain correlations between even love and money, right? And so I even thought about it like that way. Like that tends to kind of be the language, is like relationships and love, relationships with money, relationships with various different things. So kind of went off on a whole other tangent, but I'm so thankful for my legs because they help me to travel. Um, um, and the other one that I wanted to share, I'm thankful for my brilliant mind because it makes my life delicious. Um, those are my three gratitudes that I'm sharing for today. Let's go ahead and jump into day 6 of our gratitude practice from The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. And well, so we've done our list of, ideally, we've done our list of 10 gratitudes inside of our gratitude journal. And now we're ready to read the practice for today, which is day 6. Works like magic. Picture. What is it? It's like a desk with a light, a magical twinkly light shining down onto the paper. So, um, if you take any activity, any art, any discipline, any skill, take it and push it as far as it will go. Push it beyond where it has never been before. Push it to the wildest edges of ages. Then you force it into the realm of magic. Tom Robbins, writer, 1936. Um, how can it be that a person who is born into total poverty, starts out with nothing, and has very little education goes on to become a president or a celebrity, or builds an empire and becomes one of the wealthiest people in the world? And how is it that two people can start out in the same career, and yet one person's career goes from success to even greater success, while the other person works himself or herself into the ground with little success, no matter how hard they try? The missing link to success is gratitude, because according to the law of attraction, you have to be grateful for what you have to attract success to you. Attracting success, right? Attraction. Um, and I swear I don't pre-read this stuff before I do my gratitudes in the morning. At most, I'll look, and there's even a table of contents in here, that tells me what each of the chapters is. So I swear I'm not even pre-reading this stuff. Of course, I've read the book before, but I don't have every chapter memorized. Like some of the chapters I'll know, like, oh, that's that. But I even just started giving y'all the titles first. Um, I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm psychic like that, y'all. Where was I? So without gratitude, it's impossible to have permanent success. To bring success or increase the good things in your job or work, like opportunities, promotions, money, brilliant ideas, inspirations, and appreciation, it is essential to be grateful for your job or work. The more gratitude you have, the more you will have to be grateful for. And you should be getting the idea by now that to increase anything in your life, you have to be grateful for what you already have. Whoever has gratitude for their work will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude for their work, even what he or she has will be taken from him or her. When you are grateful for your job, you will automatically give more to your work. And when you give more to your work, you will increase the money and success that is returned to you. If you are not grateful for your job, you will automatically give less. When you give less, you decrease what comes back to you. And as a result, you will never be happy in your work and you will never give more than you have to. And your job or work will stagnate and eventually deteriorate. Excuse me. That was really not smooth. Um, which could mean losing your job. Remember, for those who do not have gratitude, even what they have will be taken from them. The amount you give in gratitude is exactly proportional to the amount you receive in return. You control the amount you receive by the amount of gratitude you give. If you are a business owner, your business's value will increase or decrease according to your gratitude. The more grateful you are for your business, your customers, and your employees, the more the business will grow and increase. It is when business owners stop being grateful and replace gratitude with worry that their business spirals downward. If you are a parent and your work is taking care of your children and managing your home, look for the things to be grateful for at this time in your life. It is often a once in a lifetime opportunity, and when you can be grateful for your time, you will attract more support, more help, more beautiful moments, and more happiness to be experienced. You should love your job, whatever it is, and be excited about going to work, and you shouldn't settle for anything less. If you don't feel that way about your current job, or it's not your dream job, the way to receive your dream job is by first being grateful for the job you have. Today, imagine that you have an invisible manager whose job it is to keep a record of the thoughts and feelings you have about your job. Imagine that your manager will follow you wherever you go today, poised with pen and notebook in hand. Every time you find something about your job to be grateful for, your manager will make a note of it. Your job is to find as many things as you can to be grateful for, so at the end of the day, your manager has a long list of your gratitude. The longer the list is, the more magic your invisible manager can bring to your money, work, success, opportunities, enjoyment, and fulfillment. Think about all the things you could be grateful for in your work. To begin with, think about the fact that you actually have a job. Think about how many people are unemployed who would give anything to have a job. Think about the time saving equipment you use, such as phones, printers, the internet, and computers. Think about the people you work with and the friendships you have with them. Think about the people who make your job easier, such as receptionists, assistants, janitors, and delivery people. Think about how good it feels when you receive your paycheck and think about your favorite aspects of your job that you love doing. Have your invisible manager make a note each time you find something you're grateful for by saying, I'm so grateful for dot dot dot. The more deeply your manager can see you're feeling gratitude, the sooner your manager can start to make the magic happen in your work, and the more will be created. It is possible that you could generate so much gratitude for your work in one day that you would see the circumstances instantly improve. Lucky breaks don't happen by accident. They are simply gratitude's magical power at work. If this work if this works like magic practice falls on a weekend or when you're not at work, move on to that next day's practice or practices. And then go back and use this magical practice on the first day you're back at work. So here's what I would recommend, and I think this is an important note considering that there is a shelter in place happening right now, right? So not everybody is at work. Many people are working from home if they can, or just not working at all. I would recommend that you still do this practice today. One, because I'm not about to go and read um, practice 7, um, but also because this is it'll be a minute before we can move on to that, and we're not about to just hold up this entire practice for that, y'all. But Also because we're still doing our work in our homes. Many folks are still working from home. And if you're not, then I would do it in a way to just write out gratitudes specifically for your work. And that's an effective way still to do it, is to write out a physical list. Um, Also keep in mind your work is still with your family and your children if you have them. Your work is still, in keeping your home in order. Some of us have turned into housewives and husbands and house women and men if we not married. So think about your work from the many different aspects that it manifests in your life. It's not just your 9 to 5 job that makes you money, right? There are other forms of equity. So think about the many different jobs and hats that you wear and be thankful for those jobs. Be thankful for an opportunity to wash your dishes, to have running water, to have warm water to wash your dishes with. Be thankful for a broom to sweep your floors. Messy floors just mean that I don't know, you have even a home to live in. Be thankful for a bed to make up. Be thankful for, children to bond with and to be loved on by because they love us so tremendously. Children are so resilient, and a very pure representation of love. And it can be easy for us. I speak for myself. It can be easy as an adult to get caught up in. Um, Adult stuff and take for granted the gift called children, and can be challenging to be present, to be fully present with our children. So let's take the opportunity to be present, that we get to do, we get to raise children, not you know and it's a small shift, but I think a very powerful shift to go from thinking that says, I gotta take care of these kids versus I get to take care of these kids. And I'm speaking really generally, but I'm also speaking to, and I laughed at it and it resonated with me. Like I saw a meme, and people are talking about the shut in. Um, and somebody was like, my cousin posted it, and she was like, I can't believe these teachers got to taking care of their kids. And I was like, shit, but again, that, I'm used to having 5 days a week that she can be out of the way and I can move fast and go do what I need to do. For me, the challenge has been, um, how, how much I've had to slow down, and I'm used to moving fast, fast, fast. So I'm appreciating an opportunity to do that, but all of the uncertainty, around when we'll get back to things being normal, and apparently even that is going to happen sort of in phases because I'm even hearing that some schools may not open back up until the summer or potentially the fall, or maybe a little sooner than that, but maybe not as early as April 6th as we had been anticipating. So all of these very interesting conversations and, uncertainty and different things, have made me, a little anxious sometimes. And I'm just being conscious when I catch myself in that to remind myself, like, yo, I get to have this extra time with my daughter. So um, be grateful for it. I get to be present with her. I get to, um, be reminded even of my own childhood, through her. So let's find ways. I'm challenging myself to find ways to, be more present, to be more grateful, um, for all of the things, and especially the things that maybe I've, um, through routine kind of taken for granted or whatever that may be. But all of that is my encouragement to go ahead and do the invisible manager practice, for day 6. Go ahead and do it today. Let's not hold off. until we go back to work. So all of that said, I'll say it again. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share this practice. Share it to your social media. Share it with friends and family. Invite folks to get in on this love. So, all that said, subscribe, like, share, comment, and I will see you all tomorrow. Oh, no, 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 no. We got to do the, wait. We got to do the reminders. We got to do the synopsis for practice 6. Works like magic. Step 1, repeat steps 1 through 3 of magic practice number 1. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Reread your list. Say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel gratitude for each one. Number 2, while at work today, we are at work today. You have an invisible manager following you around taking notes every time you find something to be grateful for. Your job today is to look for as many things as you can to be grateful for. Okay. Number 3, have your manager make a note each time you find something you're grateful for by saying, I'm grateful for dot, 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 and feel as grateful as you can. Number 4, just before you go to sleep tonight, take your magic rock. You know what your magic rock looks like by now. Hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic word. Thank you for the best thing that happened today. Be well, family. Peace. I will see y'all tomorrow.